Hello, and welcome again to Types and Figures on EBible Fellowship. As we've seen time and again, the language of the Bible is unique, and it distinctly is set apart from the language of the world. Of course, while it's true that the Bible does use the same words as found in the world's writings, it is also true that the Lord has developed in His piece of literature, the Bible, a very complex system which serves to hide truth from those God does not want to understand. And He does this by using the same words as any other book might, but by defining those words within the Bible itself. God has very cleverly written the Bible with a built-in dictionary equipped to define words only within His book. And for instance, we're going to be taking a look at the word fish, a very extremely common word the world over. People eat fish all the time. We're very familiar with that word. And of course, we find fish referred to in the Bible, but as we read about fish in the Bible, we have to remember that God will apply His own spiritual definition to that word. And fish, as it turns out in our search of the Scriptures, can be used to typify men. And we read this in Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 14. There we read, "And makest men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that have no ruler over them?" Now, once we have this biblical or spiritual definition in view, we can clearly see why the Lord Jesus called fishermen to be His apostles. We read about that in Matthew 4, verse 18. "And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And He saith unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Now, the sending forth of the gospel into the world can be seen as an enormous fishing expedition. And finally, at the end of God's salvation program, He brings in a great catch of fish. And that's demonstrated in John 21, verse 8, where we read, "And the other disciples came in a little ship, for they were not far from land, but as it were 200 cubits, dragging the net with fishes. As soon then as they were come to land, they saw a fire of coals there, and fish laid thereon, and bread. Jesus saith unto them, Bring of the fish which ye have now caught. Simon Peter went up, and drew the net to land full of great fishes, 153. And for all there were so many, yet was not the net broken." Today's type and figure is fish, representing men in the Bible. And may the Lord continue to open our spiritual understanding of His Word.